Hi, welcome to the galley. And in the galley today, we're making a really healthy salad. And one of the ingredients in our salad is quinoa. And I've got mine started over here. I did 1 part quinoa to 2 parts water. I did just a little olive oil and salt. And when that comes up to a boil, we'll pop a lid on it, reduce the heat to simmer and simmer for 15 minutes. And we're almost there. But I want to talk to you about maybe that I'm lying, and we are there. I'm gonna put this back here on my simmer burner and let that simmer while I talk to you about quinoa. Now, I think that everybody that lives on a boat should stock quinoa on their boat, because if you're ever out for long periods of time and maybe your proteins or your food sources start to run low, well, quinoa is not only a superfood, but it is a complete protein. And what that means to be a complete protein, that means that it contains all 9 of the amino acids that our body needs. And for example, a chicken breast, one chicken breast contains all 9 amino acids that we need. So if you are unable to get that protein from a meat source and you still need your 9 amino acids and you're a vegetarian, then you know that you have to learn how to mix foods together to get all 9 amino acids. For example, rice and beans mixed together is all 9 amino acids. Macaroni and cheese mixed together, peanut butter and jelly. So this is a complete protein. So if you're ever out and your food sources are getting low, you can know that a serving of quinoa is going to keep you healthy and give you all 9 of those amino acids that you need. Not to mention copper, zinc, iron, potassium, folate. Such a great little superfood, easy to store, easy to keep. So I'm using spinach, and I have about 5 ounces of baby spinach. You could also substitute with kale or arugula. I would do something that is a pretty hearty green. Now, one ingredient that I want to add is some beets, and these are my pickled beets that I did a couple weeks ago. And if you saw that video, then you know that I cut my beets to pickle them so that they're already bite-sized. So now I don't have to worry about cutting them to size. So I just want to take a few of these out and let them start to drain. So I'm going to add fresh peaches, and I picked up these peaches from farmer's market the other day, the farm stand, and they're up from South Carolina. And South Carolina peaches are so amazing. And South Carolina actually grows more peaches than Georgia. And Georgia is known as the peach state because it was the very first state to ever commercially can peaches. And that's how it got its name as the peach state. But South Carolina actually loved that smell, grows more peaches than Georgia. And I did 3 peaches about this size, and I have a pint of blueberries, and these blueberries are pretty local. They came from New Bern, which is about 45 minutes away. So I'm going to put a pint of my blueberries in there, and just already look how pretty it's looking. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm going to cut a cucumber. These cucumbers are pretty young and fresh. I'm just go ahead and leave the seeds in. If you were getting a big cucumber from the grocery store, I'd probably take the seeds out. And obviously, if you were doing the English cucumber, it wouldn't have seeds. You wouldn't have to worry about it. But again, I want to go bite size. Can you see the boat rocking? I was going to say, can you feel the boat rocking? Somebody just went by. It's summertime, which means there's a lot of activity, which means a lot of activity on the water. And sometimes people don't really care about making a wake that could damage other boats, which is sad. So I want to do my cucumber. And then next, I want to add an avocado. You know, even if you're going to a 4th of July party, which is what I'm doing salads about today, 4th of July party, but we go to potlucks and parties all the time where we can take a salad. Now, this isn't a salad that I would do the day before. I would probably do this salad right before I went, just because the longer it sits, the more wilty that lettuce is going to get. So I would probably make this and just toss it right before. This is so beautiful. Now, I know that everybody's not a big fan of beets, so you don't have to put the beets in. You're welcome to leave the beets out. Now, you can make this dressing in a food processor, in a blender. I'm going to use my stick blender, or you could just put it all in a jar and shaky, shaky, shaky. So I'm going to do the zest of 2 lemons. So I'll put the link to the recipe, and I think in the recipe I'll probably call for about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, but I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to just go ahead and do both my lemons and get those squeezed in. And there's our quinoa. So I'm going to turn my heat off and just let that steam for 5 minutes, and that'll be steaming while we finish off our dressing here. About a tablespoon of honey. I'm just going to kind of eyeball that. Save a utensil. And I want to choose between vinegars. Now, of course, you can go balsamic. Of course, you can go cider. I've got Pinot Grigio here and a red wine, and I think I'm going to keep it light, and I'm going to go with the Pinot Grigio. I really like this Pinot Grigio vinegar. And I'm going to do 1/3 of a cup, 2 pinches of salt. I'm going to go with my mixed pepper here and give that a few good grinds. And then olive oil. And I'm going to do 1/4 of a cup of a nice good olive oil, tablespoon of Dijon. And now comes the crucial part, the emulsifying. Now I want to add some fresh herbs to this salad, and I initially wanted to do some fresh basil, and I bought a little basil plant, and I had it sitting up here last night, and I had the oven on, and it well, it didn't do too well. But I do have some lemon thyme, which is definitely my favorite thyme, but it's another favorite herb. So I'm going to do some lemon thyme. I'm going to make a mess is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add some lemon thyme to this and give it another whirl. I also think that another great herb here would be mint or dill. So I'm going to give that just another mix with that lemon thyme in there. And then I'm also going to do a little bit of that fresh thyme directly into the salad, and I think that'll be really nice. Now let's let my quinoa cool down. Now for this recipe, I am calling for 1 cup of cooked quinoa, and that's usually about 1/2 cup dry makes about 1 cup of cooked. I just made a little extra today because I just wanted to have some in the fridge. But I'm going to measure out my cup here for this salad and let it cool down so we can. So before we get to tossing, I'm going to just taste if we need any seasonings in here. It's very bright, very tart from that lemon juice, which I think is going to go perfect for things that are really sweet in the salad. So I think it's really going to balance that out. And I think we're good. I don't think we need anything except for the quinoa. I'll put it in the fridge to help cool it down. For the sake of this video, we'll add in our quinoa that's cooled down. Now this salad, for people that, will say, I don't like quinoa, it's just kind of throughout this, and it's not like you're getting a whole big bite of quinoa. So beautiful. So many gorgeous colors in here. And on with the vinaigrette. Now, don't go pouring it all in there, because you never know on what day it is. It could be not enough. It could be too much. So give it a nice toss to see if you need it all. And if you don't, save it in the refrigerator for another salad or something. This is really going to be pretty. I can't wait to show you. I might do just a little more. So now this is a great, obviously, summertime salad, and a great salad, for those 4th of July barbecues, but you don't have to wait till the 4th of July. Obviously, you can just have this for dinner one night, some grilled shrimp or some grilled chicken for a beautiful summertime dinner salad. Oh, just look how beautiful. Look at all those colors. You're going to bite in there and have a blueberry just burst in your mouth. Cucumber, that freshness of that cucumber. Oh, so beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? So beautiful. So I do want some peach. I want avocado. I don't know if I'm going to make one bite all this time. I want to do a blueberry. I want to do a beet. I don't know. This might be all. What am I missing? Of course, it's all covered in quinoa. So I got quinoa. I got a little bit of spinach. And here we go. It's beautiful, fresh, healthy, good for you. Oh, summertime salad. I lost the beet. Mm. It's delicious. Again, this is a perfect summertime salad. And you saw how huge that is. That's huge, huge, huge salad. So this is definitely, this size is a salad for a big gathering. So you could always do this by half if it's just the two of you. But Billy and I will eat on this for a couple of days. So thanks for being here. I hope that if you are full-time liverboards or cruisers, stock some quinoa. Okay, come in handy. It's going to be so delicious and so good for you. So thanks for watching, and safe cruising.